People ask me about, what does redundancy look like in a cloud-based phone system? So I think Cisco leads with, well, your redundancy is your redundancy of your internet connection. So whereas, maybe in the older model, there's plenty of schools out there that still have PRIs, which is like a T1 type technology. It's like a channelized 23, call max circuit. Those are still out there. It wasn't uncommon to see one or more of those at different locations, so that there was this kind of geo-redundancy going on. The path of least resistance to redundancy is multiple reliable internet connections in multiple places. I tell people I've got a tinfoil hat in my closet, so I'll put that tinfoil hat on. I got into ham radio because a couple years ago there was tornadoes just tearing through the middle of the state, and it took the cell networks down. I couldn't talk to my wife, who was downtown working at the time. I'm like, oh my gosh, like we rely on, we really kind of take for granted, all the airwaves and our internet connections and stuff like that. Are there still options to rely on good old-fashioned telephone lines? Because, like when the cell networks go down, you lose connection to the internet, the telephone line, as long as central office still has power, it's still up. In some cases, that T1 or that PRI is still up, just because it's not, the traditional internet backbone type circuit. Sometimes it's delivered over something like that and then comes out as a PRI. But the nice thing is that Cisco Cloud system can actually still use those. You can anchor a survivability gateway at one or more of your sites, even with so everything goes down. You still have that, they call it POTS line, right? Plain old telephone system. You still have a POTS line at the admin building. You can get a call out to 911, or you can get a call out to the superintendent or something like that. I think one of the other suggestions for the internet redundancy is that if you have a circuit that's actually hardlined and it goes down, you can have like a backup router with a 4G, 5G modem in it. Again, subject to the integrity of that wireless infrastructure that may or may not stay up. But sometimes you can have one circuit from one provider, one circuit from another provider, and maybe AT&T goes down but Verizon doesn't. Or that was totally an unbiased statement. But because the core of collaboration is communication, that's what I think about when I'm trying to help people who ask me about what should I do for redundancy with all this new cloud stuff.